Yeah,
Oh, brother.
yeah, Jared. Hmm.
All I
Yes, sir.
know is this.
Oh, he was terrified of the Jagman, Mr. fucking 10-0 evicted from the house.
10.
Mr. Unanimously evicted. Honestly, dude, you're lucky I didn't win Path to Power because they would have asked me if I wanted to use it, and I would have hysterically laughed.
Mm,
Like staring
mm.
at, like that entire week, I was like, America, Jag's fucking leaving. It's time to get over it. It's you, me, Jared, and Blue. We're gonna run this house. So,
Yeah, and
you
then
know,
and then when I put you up, you were like, "Why would you ever do that? I would never want to get you out." And I was like, "Skis. I know fully you are the ops right now, buddy.
did you feel guilty at all? Because at that point, you thought America fucked me over, right?
Do I look like I feel guilty at all?"
Well, I just want you to know that, jokes aside, you have inflicted trauma in my life.
Mm, thank you.
That's all I have
All
to say.
jokes aside, I do hate you, Cory.
Yeah.
And I always did. Our
Hmm.
little friendship in the house,
So do you think
purely
you
for
were not on the Bold and Beautiful because you're not bold enough or not beautiful enough?
I think everyone saw that I was bold enough, and,
Which
and
time when you brought Matt to the final two instead of Bowie?
brother,
Everyone saw that and wow, he's bold.
he's bold,
That
but he's
guy, that
ugly
guy
as
is
hell. That's what they said.
$75,000 worth of bold.
They said this dude, this ugly motherfucker, bold as hell. That's what they
Yeah,
thought, but
that's what I
just
thought.
couldn't make it. Why do you think they didn't cast you, brother?
Me?
I think you're
I don't
bold
think I'm old enough to
and
be on
beautiful,
the
and I've said
show.
that
Yeah.
since day one.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Honestly, I voted for you mostly because I feel like you're more relatable. Like Matt is so fit, he's so attractive. You know
Mm.
what I mean? He played such a good game. Whereas you, I feel like you're one of us. You know what I mean?
See, that's why everyone thought Matt was gonna win if I sat next to him because he's everything I'm not. And
Yeah. No, I
that's
think
why I
that's
gave
fair.
the speech I gave. I was like, guys, you want me? I'm one of you. You want me to win.
Dude,
Please.
Matt played such a good game. Your game was like, woo! And then at the jury speeches, he goes, it was all Jag.
That was the greatest thing I've ever heard when he was like, he did it, and I was like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Who got picked for the reindeer games? We think, we're not certain, but we think it's Heisen or Riley. Potentially me. Also could be America. Jag's a possibility. Matt and Cameron are up in the air too. Any one of them is possible. Did I forget Izzy? Izzy is also up in the air.
They
So
could always be Mama Fee or Suri as well. Kirsten's always an option.
on our
Too
cast, there
to
is
go there.
exactly one person who is not a possibility. So anyone else might get the call.
Mm. Okay,
So
Mimi could go on there.
um,
I could see
maybe.
Mimi on there.
Did you know the beef I had with Mimi in the season? Apparently,
Uh,
we were talking about
no, but
the challenge once, and I was like, "Yeah, Mimi, I think you'd have a lot of trouble in the challenge."
oh wait, was that not there? Was that when we were talking about the hall brawl and what the most even fights would be?
Yeah, I was like, "Mimi, you would get crunched," and she's like, "Don't underestimate me." I was third in the pressure cooker.
Mm, that's
I
right. I
wanted
took
to
a
hog
nap
around
in the
Mimi
pressure
right there,
cooker. Huh?
dude. Fuck. Okay, first of all, I threw that competition. I could have outlasted you. To
Did
be
you
very
actually
clear,
throw it?
I threw every competition until the wall, which pissed me off. You find out Bowie threw the wall.
I knew, but it was so
Fuck my
obvious, brother.
dude.
I,
It was her and Jerry. She's like, yeah, I feel good.
dude, I'm telling you, it was so obvious to me that she threw the. She was literally looking off this. She wasn't even holding on. She was one-handed holding onto the wall, whistling, having a good time, looking over at Blue and Jared. In the moment Blue fell, she fell off, and I was like, look, she's strong. She could have won that wall easy.
Yeah, I mean, I could have won it too. But
Mm.
okay, first of all, can we talk about Jared getting the perfect spot on the wall, the dry lane? Meanwhile, you and me are next to each other. I'm licking my hands.
Dude, and that was definitely like corn syrup. I hope it was edible because I started licking my hands too after seeing you, and I don't know if anyone saw that, but like I was just licking my hands. I
Yes,
was like
did.
in solidarity, slime all over me. I was
Bowie's gonna be in the reindeer games. You hear? I like that. It's true. Bowie. Okay. You're such a great ally, except for the fact that you're the worst ally. What the fuck is that about? We needed that HOH. We just did the fucking big flip in the house. Every one of us was fucked, and now we're in power, and you're like, doo-doo-doo, jumps off the wall. Thanks, Bowie. Yeah, no. I wasn't in danger that week. It wasn't Cory and America nominated the next fucking day.
Oh, and it wasn't Jag who saved Cory's ass that week, Cory.
I heard you were pissed about us in sweaty scrimmage shitting the bed. I was pissed about you shitting the bed the first 6 weeks of the season.
Oh, no, because you carried your weight so well. Cory, you won so many comps the first 6 weeks. I was like, thank God I'm working with Cory.
America would go up to you and say, Jag, this person's working against you. And then you would go walk away from that being like, America's a liar. I can't trust her. We should target her. I need to go with my allies, Suri and Izzy. 7 deadly fucking sins. Which one were you? Which sin were you?
I like to think I was lust. But
no shot. Blue is lust. Based on what I heard about the game room, blue is lust.
Dude, I heard about that. That is crazy.
That was my spot in the game room, that corner. I'm pissed.
I hope you enjoyed that spot.
I did. I wonder why I was so drawn to it. You know what I mean?
That was that's just wild. That is just so wild. But no, I'm lust in the 7 deadly sins.
Okay, you know what? Sure. Honestly, I slept in a bed with you, and I can confirm.
See, you were I think me and you were the first bromance of the season.
Let me think that through. Well, okay, no, the first one was we don't need to mention it. The first one was the workout bros. I think me and Jared were boys for a bit before you and me.
Did you sleep in the bed with Jared?
No, I hung out in the game room with Jared though.
Uh-oh.
Dude.
Hey.
During lockdown, it was off the feeds. We don't got to go into it. Okay. Can we complain about Jared being related to Suri now?
Okay. Start it off.
Dude, family style. The alliance that was going to the end. To be clear, I did not give a shit about family style. But I was not gonna
start though.
I was not gonna blow it up. I was gonna be like, all right, fine. You guys win HOH, I'm safe. And then Jared, who his mom was left out of the alliance.
Bro,
we all thought it was Cameron, and it was Cameron too. Fuck my life.
That was crazy. Like, we never had a chance, bro. That's what I just thought about. I was like, there's no way ever that alliance was going to last. Ever. I mean, dude, like, Jared was in that alliance. Sari on the other side. Like, they played us. That's all I'm going to say. They played us, man.
Well, also, the problem was it was not just Jared and Suri. It was Izzy, who's like the #1 Suri fan as well, who knew about Jared and Suri. Oh, my God. Anyways, like, it made so much more sense when we found out in the finale. I'm like, damn, that's why Suri ran everything for the first 6 weeks of the game, up until the boys popped off. Unreliable.
We started cooking. The Unreliables, bro, the most underrated and greatest alliance, bro. That was so much fun.
And it worked out equally well for all three of us.
Exactly. And
we were such a solid alliance.
In this game needs to be fair and square. And that's why I'm so happy that everything was equitable in the end.
What's this thing about you being a secret genius?
I think I'm a secret genius.
So when you say that, like, what do you mean? Do you mean you're actually a secret genius or like a moron? Go on, I'm still here.
Oh, do I think I'm actually a secret genius, or am I a what?
Moron.
I think the more I get to know myself, I'm closer to being an Aston moron than I am a secret genius. We saw my gameplay the first half of the season. There was like maybe half a brain cell total that I was playing with. Half, if not, on my best days.
I'm trying to think, what was my favorite move from Jag in the early game? I'm trying to think if it was the first time you ratted America out or the 46th time. Those are my two favorites. Like, literally, it was you, America, and Blue. Blue would rat you guys out because Blue was the girlfriend of the guy whose mom was running the house. And then you and America would find out from me, and then you would go, I don't trust America. I can't trust her. I mean, I'm in the 7 deadly sins. We're going to the final 7.
Look,
Anyways, I think you played a great game, man.
hey, thank you. Corey, I think you played an even better game. I mean, you were aligned with everyone in the house in such a great spot, and then you said, let me just blow everyone's game up, have this huge fight, put a target on my back, and I was like, this is a
Jack, they were trying to
genius.
vote out my girlfriend. That's not okay. Have you ever heard of chivalry? I know when this would happen to you, you would just say, see ya, because that's the way you view personal relationships. But for me, some things are more important than making it to that next vote. You know what I mean?
And what would that be?
Um,
Standing up
eternal
for
bliss.
America?
Yeah.
Mm.
And I stood up for you too. I mean, after I was pissed at you that day because you theoretically ratted out our plan to Jared.
Dude, wait, yeah. I haven't even seen how mad you guys were, and I'm not looking forward to seeing that because I know I was just walking around mouth breathing in the house. Meanwhile, everybody is pissed at me. All my closest allies want to murder me,
Jack,
and I have no clue.
I was so mean. I might have been xenophobic. I have no idea. It was pure rage spilling out of me because here's the reason why we believed it so clearly. Because up until that point, it checked out. I'm like, this is exactly something Jag would do. Because the night before, we're all set on this flip. We're like, dude, this flip's gonna be great. And then your guy's like, should we tell Jared? Like, should we try to make this a unanimous vote? Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just so nervous about this. And I'm saying, Jag, I wish I could just lock you in the diary room until the vote's gonna happen.
Wait, who was it that? How to
get out?
Yeah, how did it get out?
So Suri kind of clocked it the whole time. She's just too perceptive, like she knew. Bowie did a bad job of lying to Suri, and then Matt eventually kind of leaked it to Felicia.
What? I didn't know about any of this.
I know. No, look, I spent the past 2 days figuring out what happened the entire game, and let me say, honestly, pre the flip, you're the worst player ever, and I hate you. Post the flip, you were Team Cory basically until you backdoored me, because I didn't realize how much Matt was trying to get me out the entire fucking time. Because I was trying to get Matt out for the first 6 weeks, but once we started working together, I was like, all right, fuck it, let's do it.
Brother, it wasn't just Matt. Like Cam wanted you out so bad, Blue wanted you out so bad, Matt, everyone, at least what they were saying to me. So I don't know if they actually did or not. I had to fight for your life in there, and I was trying to tell you that, but that shit was actually crazy.
The way I see it was the Izzy flip kind of set up your whole game, so that I think we're even. Because before that, we were about to get steamrolled.
We were gonna get cooked. We were gonna get cooked before that.
Honestly,
we were getting. I got cooked. I fully got cooked
you
before that.
Got cooked.
My God.
And to be clear, that week I wanted to get rid of Blue, but it was never gonna happen because of Jared, and I was like, all right, I'm down. Chad sucks. Get his ass out of here.
Wait. That week you want to get rid of? Oh, because Jared won HOH is what you're saying?
No, the week where you were evicted. I was like, yo, I want Blue out because I have no fucking relationship with Blue, but
yeah,
Jared's my guy. I can't, and it was never gonna happen. But apparently, Suri was thinking about blindsiding Jared and keeping you. No fucking clue why. There's so much shit, dude.
Been a real one, bro. I've been telling you, man.
No, she's not, dude. The entire fucking game, she's like, yo, we gotta get rid of Cameron, and then Jag, and then America. And I'm like, sounds good. All my allies. Cool. Thanks for telling me this.
My God. That was
I think I saw Christian in the chat, by the way.
Christian in the chat?
Our boy Christian, yeah.
That's my boy for real.
Yeah, good job. Hey, you killed it, man.
Hey.
It was us two, Blue, and I think Mimi, maybe?
Yeah, that's right. All time.
Yeah.
That should have been the alliance, bro. Hey, Bowie's just in this chat. Bowie, what's up?
Bowie Jane. DJ Bowie Jane.
DJ Bowie Jane.
Bowie, I think your jury question was really introspective, and it helped me shape my vote. I was undecided until I heard Jag answer your question.
I literally, when I heard her question, I was like, this is gonna be the hardest one to answer out of all of them. I felt like that is when I had to really fight for my life. The whole finale, like that was the toughest part.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, so you go into this finale, right? You're fighting for your life. You think you're going to lose to Matt. And the first question is, Jag, the entire jury thinks you're the better player. How do you respond?
Well, to be fair, was it Cam that asked that? I
Um,
think.
I think Cam asked Matt, like, Matt, you've been dragged the whole fucking way.
Yeah.
What's the deal? Yeah.
So my thing was like, I thought that Cam, of all people, I was like, all right, Cam might think that because that week where like I fought for your life, like I was super vocal, so I thought like maybe Cam would think that. But beyond that,
Hmm.
I was like, does the rest of the jury actually think that? Who knows? Like I really
Gotcha.
was fighting for my life. I was like, I'm about to lose sitting next to Matt. Like
Dude,
I
you
need,
won't. If you kept talking, you would have lost. You're so lucky this shit was live TV.
bro. That was wild. I really, yeah, I went hard. I went
Oh,
hard.
and for everyone asking if me and America are still together, it's not me and America. It's me, America, and Jack.
It's always been me,
Yeah, yeah.
America, and
To
Cory.
be very,
It's always
very
been
clear.
me and Cory, and then America's the third wheel. To be very clear,
Hmm.
actually,
And I think that showed in the house.
I think it was very obvious. If you watch the live feeds, you could tell. If you see the chemistry between me and Cory, you can tell.
Hmm. That's why I went to sleep in the scary room that night. I was like, I miss this, the proximity. I was whispering just loud enough for Jag to hear.
That night where you and America went to the scary room.
Hmm. Wait, I see a good question in the chat. Jag, if it's you, America, and Cory, why don't you stick up for them ever? How do you respond?
Why did I not stick up for them ever?
Yeah, how
Oh
do you
my
respond?
God. Because they're not actually my friends.
That's a good
And
point.
even worse allies. So
Dude,
I
Jag
wanted to,
saw two AmeriCorey edits and goes, "Wait, they're my friends again."
I was like, this is crazy. Also, what is AmeriCorey, bro? It's Comerica for me.
It's not Comerica. We hate Comerica
It's
because then
been Comerica. Oh no, I hate Comerica too.
that leaves
Let me
room
be clear.
for Cameron America, and that is not what we're doing. Okay, we are AmeriCorey. There's
I
no
see.
misunderstanding what that means. You know what I mean?
I see. Someone said,
Hmm.
"Are you guys actually beefing?" Yes.
No. Okay. Well,
Oh.
see, this is
Oh.
this is a good example of the beef. Now, honestly, the way I feel about Jag is good dude, undeserving winner.
Mm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Honestly, I
what
voted
I
for
feel
him
about
because
Cory.
he said that he was the first Sikh player to play Big Brother and would be the first Sikh winner. And if I didn't vote for him, there would be consequences.
Yeah,
And he was right.
that's essentially
So,
dog. That was look how I feel about you,
uh,
Cory. Terrible dude.
yep.
Even worse game player.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I mean, I got eighth place, and you got first place. I mean, you also got 13th place, but
It
if you
averages
average that
out.
together, it's still
My
seventh
average is
place, which is
still,
better than me.
you know, we
Mm-hmm.
did, but you're
Mm-hmm.
good at pressing buttons fast. Did you guess during Soulmates? Was it
I
mostly guesses? Or?
I was able to rule one of them out on that final one, and then I kind of went for it. But like it was educated guesses. Like I was never certain after I hit the button, but I was like, this is probably right.
My favorite thing would be in any of the games where you have to like hit a button really fast. I would choose someone and then I would wait for them to get the right answer. I would just
Wait, so
not hit a button.
who'd you lose to in Odd Couples? Was that Red?
I lost to Izzy, I think.
Izzy? Okay, you got because you got smoked by Suri. That was
I got
horrifying.
smoked
Double eviction.
by Suri. I got smoked by Izzy. Like it was never. Had there been another game where you just have to like hit a button really fast, my strategy was to
Mm-hmm.
just hit a button before I even see the question because I was like, there's no way. Like I'm literally reading like 2 words a minute, and somebody else is already like moving on to the next round, and I was like, what happened? I'm already out.
Yeah, but the next 7 comps are like crawl through goo, retrieve the egg, jump over 10 hurdles, climb the rope,
It was literally like,
and you're
who
like,
can tie a turban the fastest? And I was like, oh boy,
and then
oh
all of
boy.
a sudden you see Felicia. The turbo.
The turbo.
I can't
Oh
wait for
my,
your birthday when Felicia gets you a turbo.
I'm excited for that. What else did she say she was gonna get me? A floral shirt and a turbo.
A floral shirt and a turbo. She told me she was gonna give me a yarmulke. So can't wait.
Dude, Felicia is such a character, man.
She's so funny. Love. By the way, so I see a lot of people asking. I voted for Jag. Jokes aside, because Matt left really bad goodbye messages that you guys didn't see for Blue in America, where he basically said, "Yo, it wasn't me. I didn't do any of the strategy. I wanted to keep both of you. Jag was HOH. I'm only one vote. It's not my fault." And at that point, I thought Matt was a much better player, and I'm like, dude, I can't. That's so annoying. And then the questioning didn't really matter, but like he literally said it was a partnership, where Jag said it was all him. Like I literally walking into Jory, I'm like, Matt's the best player of the season by far, and then Matt basically told me he wasn't, and I'm like, all right, there you go.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Is that literally it? Like you heard the
yeah,
goodbye, and
it was
after that,
over. It was
wow.
so bad, Jag. Like we were so mad watching it because the entire week I'm arguing with Cam because Cam's like, Jag's running the game. Jag, I'm like, dude, Matt is so much better than Jag. Like every one of us is suspicious of Jag. Matt's been playing the middle the whole time. Everyone trusts him. Then Matt's goodbye messages are like,
Why were you suspicious of me and not Matt, Cory?
I'm looking at it right now. You know what I mean? There's just something about you that I can't quite trust. It's weird. It's just like innate. I think honestly, when you entered strategic talks mode, you were a nightmare. Like you were the chillest, most fun person to hang out with in the house by far. And then we started talking strategy, and you became the most like solemn, like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, for sure. And then
Dodge.
you're in your bed, sunglasses on, reclined.
Look, man.
Like, oh my God, I didn't trust you.
Look, somehow it worked out for me, didn't it?
Hey, you won the most competitions in Big Brother history. That's that's the way it is.
Bro, I didn't
And
know that at all until I left. Like
of course you didn't know it. You thought Otep was a beaver.
I didn't know anything, bro. Like I was literally just like do like in the house, like just had to win like the comp because I thought I was gonna go home if I didn't. I
And
found
you were
out
right
after
every time.
I was right. I was like, uh-oh. What I didn't know is that Cory, you in America were fully gonna cook me if you were HOH that week too, or the following.
If it was comic week, if I won that one, I was trying to convince myself to put up you and Matt, but I thought it wouldn't work because like one of you would just win the veto, and then next week it would be like the other one, like the one who survived plus Blue gunning after me, and I'd be fucked.
But the next
But
week,
if the veto worked out the same way, where like so I would have nominated the same things you did. And then if the veto was the same, so you and Blue win, I would have backdoored Matt. And I don't know if I would have been able to, because I don't know if people would have even fucking evicted Matt, because everyone loves Matt. But final 7 on, it was going to be you and Matt no matter what. And we were just targeting you. We liked you more. It was just like, you're just way better at comps.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait, that would have been wild if you try to you would have gotten so much blood on your hands, brother.
But at that point, like my target level was too fucking big anyways. It didn't matter at that point. Like for me, here's what screwed me. So we started working together, and I felt good about like our group. But then I realized like the only people I need to be in an alliance with are Matt and Jag because no one else has a chance of winning competitions. And it's annoying because I don't care about competitions in Big Brother. But like I was like, shit, if Jag catches wind of anything I'm doing against him, any other alliances, I'm fucked. Because he's just gonna win HOH and nominate me. So I had to play kissing Jag's ass for the rest of the game. It's so annoying. Who fought at the jury round table? Me and Suri were beefing. Felicia and Suri were beefing. Cam and Felicia were beefing.
Wait, what happened? I haven't seen it.
Yeah. At the round table?
Yeah.
But Suri the whole time was like, all of you are drinking the Jag juice. You guys are obsessed with him. You're employees of Jag. Except me. And I'm like,
except
Suri,
her,
first of all,
like, except her?
Yeah. I'm like, Suri, everyone was targeting Jag. Every single person in the house was going to target Jag if they ever won HOH. And you were sipping the Matt juice, which is way worse than the Jag juice, to be very clear. like the Jag juice, you know, that's one thing, right? The Matt juice. So we were beefing there. So I was arguing with Suri about that. Because Suri was also like, dude, like they were talking shit about Bowie, basically saying like Bowie, um, never trusted me. I'm like, yeah, because you guys talked mad shit about Bowie all season and
Mm-hmm.
left her out of all the votes you possibly could. She's like, no, it's because Bowie was not sharing me about her alliances. I'm like, what fucking alliances were Bowie in? Like the Mafia? Like,
Yeah, brother.
oh my
Hey,
God. So that
you know
was
how
some
my
beat. Yeah,
game changed for the better after I joined the Mafia with Bowie and Matt?
you guys won every HOH after that. It's so fucking annoying.
We wa- we watched. I mean, we watched. We won like damn near every comp after that, which I was like, this is
You
the
won.
craziest.
It's such bullshit. So here's what screwed me up. So when I'm getting evicted, I'm up next to America, and I know I'm screwed, obviously. And the plan was, and this is a great plan that Felicia ruined, was lie to Bowie and say that you and Matt had a Final Four with Serena and Felicia, which you guys did, and I kind of
Wait,
figured
wait,
you
say
did.
that again. Your plan was what?
To lie to Bowie and say that you and Matt had a Final Four with Serena and Felicia,
Hmm.
which ended up being true, and I kind of knew that. But that was like the lie that I was creating. And
Hmm.
then Felicia and Suri would back it up, and Bowie would freak out.
Right.
Felicia never agreed because she was mad at me for saying the competition was named the highest number and saying she could only win 7 coin flips.
Hmm.
Did you rat me out for that? You said, dude, after the entire season, you're doing like this shit, and then Matt is doing the Felicia impression all season. I'm like, damn, my shit wasn't that bad, but I didn't tell her about it because I was like, I don't know how to even explain this.
Look, you when you were trying to get Felicia to do that, to get Bowie to turn against me and like all and Matt and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
I knew the whole time it was like Felicia immediately came inside and was like, Cory wants me to do this.
Because
And
Felicia's the worst. Because the second Bowie was locked in with you and Matt, the game ended. You know what I mean? Like there was nothing to do anymore. So I was like,
when
damn,
what
like
happened?
even if I get evicted, you guys got to have Bowie on your side. Like I don't know what Felicia was playing at. Oh,
I mean, I
anyways,
don't
how are you,
know.
buddy?
Hey, I'm good, man. It's I'm happy to be back home, happy to be with family. I saw like friends and family yesterday, which was really sweet and like special to see them. So
Yeah,
it's been nice. What about you?
it's been pretty wild. I'm so obviously America and I were such big fans of the show, and we're so like anxious the entire season about Twitter and the fan base because Twitter matters not that much, but it's hard to not look at it and see it, and it's so tempting. And like the fact that it's been such a positive reception to us has been so nice
Hmm.
because I didn't expect that at all. I didn't expect it to be hated, but like it's been such a nice reaction. And then I'm sure you have too, like getting recognized in weird spots. Like I went to my like Mexican restaurant that I always go to, and like the person working there is like, "Yo, were you on Big Brother?" My favorite was Jag. Um,
That's
I'm like, you didn't see
like
everything behind the scenes. He's a bad person.
Cory, Cory, you're a terrible person. But my favorite, like I guess weird instance
Yeah.
of someone recognizing me, it wasn't even that they cared about me. It was like I was there with my dad, and it was
Mm-hmm.
like a family friend or someone. Instead of even congratulating me, they went straight to my dad and they're like, "Congratulations, your son played a great game."
Oh
I'm
wow.
standing right there next to him. They congratulate him, and I was like, honestly, I prefer this is awesome. You know, I
Yeah.
was like, congratulate him, yeah, congratulate my
Daddy
family
G's
over
like,
everything.
I would have voted for Matt.
Daddy G was like, dude, let me tell you, Daddy G was like so happy with everything, but he was like, oh yeah, 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 and I was just chilling there. They wanted to take. He started taking pictures of Daddy G. I
Mm-hmm.
shit you not, dude. I was like, this is, this is it. Like this is the best
It's
moment
cool.
ever.
See, people don't tell my mom that I played a great game. They're like, you raised a nice young man. You raised a non-problematic human. And she's like, thank you. It's been weird though, all of it.
Yeah, yeah. What's
It's also
been
weird how our brothers are closer friends than you and me.
that was something that like I realized like after I left, I was like, they've been hanging out for a while. Like
I
they've
know.
been close. Like I found out they're like, oh, did you know your family and Cory's family are close? And I was like, what do you? I was like, no, I didn't know that. How would I ever know that while I'm in the house? Like this is crazy.
Hmm.
But I don't know. That's super dope. I think that's like the best
Yeah.
surprise. Like you know what I mean? Like I didn't expect that to happen after the show necessarily, and it's like knowing that I don't know, like my brother, your
Yeah.
whole family and my family and like other people's families and my family are close. Like that's so
No, I had
cool.
like an hour-long talk with Hockey at the pregame. She was so nice.
Yeah,
Like honestly, like it's crazy. And I think the funny thing about Jazz now is Jag is not just your manager. He's calling me. He's like, Cory, you got to set this
I
thing up.
know.
You got
I know.
to. Wait, so
He's
what's the
managing.
was Jazz in the casting process? Is this a thing?
He was.
Wow, that's insane. And you guys both like kind of did it together. That you knew about it.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he did it. He
That's
knew I
wild
applied
because
like
you guys were
before.
definitely directly competing against each other.
Yep. I realized that. I was like, wait a second. But imagine for a hot second, I was like, what if they cast both me and him? Like, wouldn't that be crazy? And then I was like, no, no, no. That would be so unfair to have two people that know each
That'd be
other and will,
people would see
work together.
you and Jazz. You guys pretend you're not related.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if this will ever work. I was like, it just doesn't matter. Like, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's wild. I mean, honestly, they fucked up. First of all,
dude, they should have had a. I heard there was a twin twist theory going on the whole time while I was in the house because they
you and
thought
Jazz don't look that
that's
alike.
what
In pictures, you do.
I think, but I guess initially I could see why we look alike, but I don't think we look that alike. Like no one would ever buy
No.
it that like it would have been a twin twist.
It also
Like
would have been weird because you would have been in the house playing terribly, and then Jazz would have came in and like played well, and I think I would have been able to tell from that.
I shit you not, dude. I agree. Like I was in the house like first half of the game I was like I would sit there outside in the backyard and I'd be like, why am like he should be in here. Like he would be cooking right now. Like what am I doing? Um and then you pulled that little stunt with Jared in the have not room and I was like, wait a
Mm,
second. Wait a second. Now it's
mm.
my turn. Now it's my turn.
Okay, okay, Kat. How were we supposed to recognize that Suri and Jared are mother son? I get that they look alike, but it is such an outlandish thing to think without knowing that beforehand. It's insane. And Jared the entire time has come up to being like, "Yo, the
I
women we're
have
working with, they're really like all over the place. They're emotional." Meanwhile, he's talking about his mom. Like this was not on my radar. And yeah, I should have known because I watched Survivor, but it was like a 5 second clip in Game Changers. They have the same face.
that's
How are we supposed to think that? That is so out there. Oh my
that is
god.
so wild. Like, okay, look, it's only obvious to all of you because you were told they are related. It was not that obvious. Like, we were just chilling there in the house. Like, why would we ever guess that? That would be so out of pocket too. Like, what? We were not gonna guess that.
Did you hear this? So Jared told Blue his mom was in the house, and Blue thought he was talking about Felicia. And Blue was getting close to Felicia for days.
Wait, did she actually think it was split? I heard she actually knew that it was Sari. Like, she went into the DR or something and was like, "I'm not dumb. Like, I
Well,
know it's Sari."
eventually she knew.
Oh, okay,
But I think at the
yeah.
start, like right after she was
But and also, if it was true that Jared was Felicia's son, like that would be the wildest thing ever because Felicia the whole time was like, "Jared, you remind me so much of Jair." And
and Jared was Jair.
we're like,
That would be crazy.
plot twist. You know what I mean? Like that would be crazy. That
Yeah,
honestly
that would
would
have
be
been
a
sick.
masterful game move. Like that would be wild.
Mm. And then Matt said me and America were related.
Look, to be very clear, right before he said that, like I leaned over and I was like, "Is it you and Riley?" Like I mentioned that to him, and then he was like, "It's Cory in America," which that would have been the bigger plot twist than
Mm-hmm.
even Serena Jared.
Mm-hmm. And
That would have been commitment to the game, and I would have respected it. And then I would have been like, one of you two are the rightful winners of the season.
Yeah, I mean, incest is like a driving force to my victory would be kind of bizarre. That was never on the board for me. Like there's certain lines I wouldn't cross, and one of them is incest.
Hmm.
So I mean that's just me personally. I don't know exactly where you're at. Um, but yeah, that's just me. Oh, by the way, pink turban. What's going on?
Hey, come
Are
on.
you feeling
I'm surprised you're
romantic
not wearing
today?
the pink hat, man. This is for you.
No, I got a
This is
haircut
all for
today.
you.
It's all like hairsprayed and shit.
But I like the haircut, man. I'm
Thank you,
glad you
buddy.
still have
Thank
the
you.
mustache too.
It's on its way out, dude. Once America comes down, that shit is gone.
Brother, I'm team stash.
Mm-hmm.
Please. Wait, when is America pulling up? Is she anti-stash?
She loves the stash, but unfortunately, I think she's wrong.
Wait, she loves the stash and I love the stash. So whose opinion matters other than ours?
Y'all two are the most unreliable people I know. Okay, this is
Dude,
like the
I was thinking about it. I was like, for being the unreliables, like y'all really pulled through at the end. Like y'all were the reliables at the very end. It's like, thank God. Like you went up there and you're like, the one guy I can beat in a fight, and I just
you
thought
knew I
to
was talking
myself,
about you, right?
yeah, I knew because I was like, dude, he's gonna wipe the floor with me. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is perfect. And then America grittied and then said, I'm about to cock a doodle
Yeah,
vote
she's
for
like,
whatever.
she walks up, she says, "I'm voting for Jag."
Without saying names or explicitly telling you who I'm voting for, it's gonna be Jack. It's gonna be the guy wearing a turban, is what she said, and I was like, I wonder who, you know. But I was like, dude, that was y'all really pulled through at the end.
Well, no, the So apparently in the house, I also said I could beat Matt in a fight like weeks before I told you I could beat you in a fight. I guess that's just a part of my personality. But then I remember you and I were looking at the memory wall,
Mm-hmm.
and I was going through who I could beat in a fight, and that was when I came up with I would beat Cameron, and then he'd walk back into a zombie costume, and I beat him again. Um, but no, I remember us having that conversation, and you getting annoyed that I thought I could beat you. So I thought I was like cluing you in.
No, yeah, you definitely did. Like I knew at that moment that it
Yeah.
was me,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe not everyone else did because I do remember you saying like, oh, maybe you could beat Matt in a fight, but then you're like, nah, like Matt is Matt, bro. Like,
Yeah.
but no, I remember saying from the memory wall going through that, and I was like, wait, I think that might be me. But yeah, no, that was wild. That was wild.
Dude, they're telling me that Cameron would beat me in a fight. Did you guys watch Soulmates?
That was so, dude. When that joke you made about that's gotta be an all-time joke from the season, bro. Like, the oh my god, dude.
Yeah, well, it was like something like Cam and I'd beat Cam in a bar fight. He'd walk out, walk back in a zombie costume, and I'd beat his
Yeah,
ass again.
you're like, I beat his ass, and I was
I go to the jury house and I immediately tell Cameron, I'm like, Cameron, I just want to get out in front of this.
oh my god, that
I
is
said I
so
could beat
funny.
you in a fight. I do not want the smoke.
I literally thought it was so funny. I was like, you need to tell this to everyone. I was like a proud brother or something. I was like walking around. I was like, Cory, tell them what you just told me. Tell them that funny joke you just said. That was so funny, dude. Wait, how did Cam react? How was the jury house when it was just you and Cam?
It was awkward. I mean, look, I think Cam and I get along fine, like chemistry wise. That was fine. It was just kind of like, a lot of weirdness and like we just kind of watched sports documentaries and hung out. Like we didn't do very much. The jury
Yeah,
guys really came alive once America and Blue came in, because that's a pretty fun group. Like Blue and Cam were kind of hanging out the whole time, reading, and then obviously I was just with America.
yeah.
But
They were reading. You're allowed to read there.
yeah, so you get books, you get like the DVD player with like a billion movies, like way more than we got in
Yeah.
Sequester. And then there's like one TV with Netflix, but we can't control the remote, so we kind of have to
Hmm.
have someone do it for us. There's music, but we have to have someone choose the album for us because we can't
Okay.
touch the laptop. So like, there's a lot of shit that was good, but it was all inconvenient. But it's way better than the house. Like, fuck that.
Man. How
I
was
heard.
so?
Well, honestly, how was the house after only the good people were left in it?
Dude, the house is actually it got so boring. Like I get why like they had like so many of us for so long in the season. So I remember even thinking I'm like, dude, the entire house is still here and it's day like 70 something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this is wild, but it makes sense, and I prefer it that way because by the end it was like so few of us, so it just wasn't as there just
Yeah.
wasn't as much to do. They gave us cards at one
I
point.
know. They gave you a barbecue. They gave you cards. Fucking
Yeah. Oh yeah, a grill.
furious.
They gave us a grill, which was super fun.
I'm like,
Gave
God
us
damn it. And
cards.
now Jag and Matt are probably in the DR grilling and shit. Oh,
We
fuck
were.
my life.
Did you see the DR? We were able to do a
Did
DR
you
together.
really?
Me and Matt
Dude,
did one. Yeah.
I was asking for duo DRs the whole fucking season. I'm in there the entire time. So, yo, I have an idea to go into America. Jag and I. And then they get out the grill. They're like, we got to get some Minutemen DRs.
Dude, I literally begged. Like, I went in and I was so excited. I was like, wait, can we please, like, blah 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 blah, blah. And like, okay, and like we were
They're
able
like,
to do that.
yes, Jag, of course. no, no problem. Do you want the next competition to be a relay race or hurdles?
Oh god, dude, that was crazy. That's wild. Wait, but did you did you enjoy the jury house,
I
or
loved
how
it.
was it overall? Yeah.
It was so fucking nice because I don't know about you, but like I had a lot of trouble in the house, like sleeping, and
Mm,
like anxiety was just crazy, and it was just so stressful, and like it would just be me in the Scrambleverse, and I hear like the Humiliverse kicking going, and I'm like freaking out because people are talking up there like 3 a.m. Meanwhile, it's you
yeah.
and Blue trying to plan the back door of me. Thank you, man. But like being in the jury house was so fucking nice because I still had trouble sleeping for a while, but like
Mm,
then I could nap during the day when I couldn't sleep at night.
yeah.
That's the hugest part. Like you were able to just like kind of turn your brain off.
No
It's hard at the start, but
capping.
like,
Yeah.
well, how fucked is it going straight from the house to this?
Um, it's just a wild feeling. I guess I don't know another version of like I don't know what it was like to go into the jury house, and
Yeah.
like maybe that was like a transition period almost, but I mean it's pretty wild because like it literally seems like I'm gonna wake up tomorrow like in the Big Brother house still. Like
Yeah.
it's wild, but the best part has been like seeing my family, seeing my friends, all of that. Like it's hectic and it's busy and
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot going on, but like that's like the best type of busy for me. You know, like that's I talked about like my friends and family so much throughout the season, and so obviously I wanted to see them,
Of
really
course.
badly. So it was really it's just nice to like spend time with them and all of that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Also, shout outs to the past house guests, like Taylor and Joseph, someone asked about. The sweetest people ever. They've been so helpful, I think, to both of us
Oh yeah,
the entire time.
absolutely. Oh my god, I
Like
love them. Yeah.
unbelievable. Like we were America and I were going to the mall. What was it? Uh Friday or Saturday. Like I think it was the Friday after so the day after we got out. And Taylor just calls America and like, hey, you want to meet up with Joseph and I at the mall? And like
Mm.
they literally just talked to us for hours about like the fan base and the reaction and how to deal with it all. I know Joseph's been super helpful with you, Jag, with all of this stuff. Like
Mm.
so beyond sweet.
Yeah. I mean, they're so nice. I feel like honestly, a lot of the other like past house guests and stuff have been really nice. Just like reaching out, saying like, hey, if you ever need to talk, if you need support in any way, like we're here for you. So it really is it's like that part of it also has been really really nice. Like everyone's been
Mm-hmm.
super supportive, um, which has been cool.
Yeah,
And the other question
that's
is,
crazy.
why does America not have an Instagram? Does she have one
She does
now?
now. Yeah, yeah. We got it back.
Okay. All right. All right. I was
America
literally
is
gonna
a
be like,
fiend, by the way. She does happy birthday posts to her friends, but they're just selfies of her. It's like happy birthday, Desiree, and it's just her looking hot. Like a so
what? Wait, that's so,
it's so funny. It is
bro.
so
What?
badass.
That's so funny. That is so funny. Um,
So
America
funny.
just made it, right? Where is America?
It's A Dog.
A dog.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
ADAWG.
No, I feel like honestly, like you in America were like some of the funniest people in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Like so fun. Like anytime I hung out with you in America was like the most fun I had. Like just like we would just make jokes. It was just so hilarious. I was like, nah, these guys are it. But I
Yeah.
also wasn't actually working with you, and you guys weren't actually working with me for the first like chunk of the season. So I was like,
I was trying to convince America, honestly. I was like, dude, obviously, like, if we get the chance here to Jag and Matt, that's fine. But, like, if we go to the final five with them two and Blue, or them two and Bowie, rather, it's like, that's pretty fine. Like, that could
yeah,
work out decently well
yeah,
for us.
yeah.
Because, first of all, I'm an idiot because I told you guys to study for these late game comps. Meanwhile, I don't think you even did because when I saw those times for part two in the HOH, my mind was blown. Like, we were studying that the whole time, like, which verse each competitions were in.
Which verse? I had no clue which
So, which
verse, brother. Like,
one screwed you up? Was it like Artifact Stack and stuff?
Artifact Stack,
Yeah, because that's comic.
the which one? There was one
Path
that I
to
thought
Power
was
was comic too.
Path of Power was comic. I knew that one. Dude, I can't even remember. There was a
Flood
few others.
Stackers was comic.
Yeah. What do you think? Okay, embarrassing expedition. Oh, sweaty scrimmage.
Sweaty Scrimmage was Scramble.
Yeah, I thought it was humili. At
Because
first.
it's football, but it was feet instead
Yeah.
of the,
Well,
you know.
I know that now. But that one, and then there was one other one that I thought would have been scramble.
Oh, there's no way the comp names
We
have
come in
changed.
pieces. We come in pieces.
We Come in Pieces? Was
Yeah,
that was that
that's
Scramble or
comic.
comic? It was comic?
That's
Okay.
comic
Yeah.
apparently. So
I
that
probably
one.
would have, yeah.
So those were like I had a couple of those like switched up. Like we come in pieces. I was like that has to be, scramble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like that. Just everything about it would like yelled scramble to me. So yeah.
No, Cameron and I were theorizing like, oh, there must be some massively challenging physical aspect to the competition that is
I
taking
mean,
them
it
so
was.
long.
We were just like. I mean, did you see the competition? It's like we had to like
Yeah.
zip line across
Yeah,
like
yeah.
where
We
the
because they gave us
platform
the
was.
so we're in like the changing rooms waiting for the finale to start, and they give us a DVD of part one and
Mm.
part two. And part one blew my mind because I'm talking to my handler. I'm like, Jag wins this automatically. Like, there's no chance he loses this because Matt is obviously Matt, but like his back would always give out in these competitions. And Bowie can't do motion sick, you know. So I was like, this is a guaranteed win. And then I see Matt win it. They didn't show us rock paper scissors.
Oh, they didn't.
No.
Oh,
So I was
that's
so confused. And then I was like, well, part two, you're gonna win anyways. But I just can't believe it took that long. But I mean,
yeah.
that's why you get out the studiers, I guess.
Hey, it's all part of the gameplay.
Hmm. If I
Yeah.
could have just gotten out, you, Cameron, Matt, Riley, Heisem, Jared, Blue,
Mm.
and like two other people, I could have been the comp beast of the season.
That's what I think too, and I think like you were really robbed of that. Like
I know.
you were right there. You were right behind 15 other people.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think for me, the main thing that I realized was I'm not athletic, which was quite heartbreaking to
You're the
hear because
Pompano kid.
well, look, you know the story about the Pompano Kid. The Pompano Kid won the Pompano Beach Karate Invitational, but he lost the Las Vegas International, and that
That's
was
right.
because he has no clutch gene, and that's the truth of it. It's
Man.
really quite heartbreaking, but
Yeah. Well, I'll tell
so
you what.
goes.
I'm glad I got to chat with you. I do have to head out here soon,
Yes, sir.
Cory, but we'll definitely talk again. Thank you all for tuning in too. You have no idea what we're doing out here. Just talking a bunch of shit.
Hey, as per usual, we'll do it more next time.
All right. See ya, skis.
Adios, y'all.